going on? It's True Boxing. About to do another video. You know, this is gonna be my Miguel Cotto versus Sergio Martinez breakdown, my prediction. I'm gonna give you who I'm rolling with. You know, let me let the windows up. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Let y'all know who I'm rolling with in this fight. First of all, I think it's an interesting fight, primarily because of where the two fighters are in their careers. You know, Sergio Martinez is coming off a long layoff and coming off of a not too good win against, was that Martin Murray? I believe that was who it was, where it was in Argentina. And he might not have won that fight had it not been there. He did get dropped, but he gets dropped all the time because he has bad balance and he's always off balance. So nothing else is new with that, because he gets dropped all the time. But one thing is he gets back up. He's a southpaw, very unorthodox. Not just because he's a southpaw, but very unorthodox because of how he boxes. Doesn't keep his hands up, squares up a lot. He crosses his feet, which is why he gets knocked down so often and so easily. But he's athletic. He has athleticism. He has pretty good reflexes. He's very athletic, not only for his age, but just in general. He's an athletic type fighter. He comes from the cloth of the type of fighters I consider, you know, like the athletic fighters, the Alis. Not saying he fights like Ali or as good as Ali, but those type of fighters, the Alis, the Roy Joneses, you know, the athletic fighters who depend solely on their physical attributes to carry them versus their boxing ability. Miguel Cotto, you know, he's an Olympian. I don't know if he won I don't know what he won in the Olympics. I think he won a silver, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me, but I know he did go to the Olympics. One of the best fighters to come out of Puerto Rico, one of the best technical fighters in the game today, one of the best jabs. One of the reasons why his jabs is so strong is because unlike a lot of fighters, unless something you guys may not know, Miguel Cotto is actually left-handed like myself, but he fights orthodox, which is not uncommon. If you've been around boxing or gyms, you know that for the most part, trainers don't like to train southpaws because they're so awkward. Most people are right-handed in the world, so they'll make you fight right-handed orthodox. So you have a lot of fighters. Believe it or not, a lot of southpaws are. Not southpaws. A lot of orthodox fighters are left-handed, and usually how you can tell that they are left-handed is if, you know, because they're left-handed dominant. Like for instance, Oscar De La Hoya is left-handed. They usually have a strong left hook, Their left hand is their jab is usually a power shot, which is in the same case as Cotto. Cotto's jab is a power shot because he's left-handed, so that's where his power is. But back to what I was saying, he's has a great jab. He can double it, he can triple it, he can offset it, he can use it with timing. He has a good left hook to the body. Just all around a very, very skilled boxer. He's one of the best technical fighters in the game, and he doesn't get as much credit as he should. However, he can be flat-footed. He can sometimes rely on his power. His head movement can be suspect. His defense at times can be sketchy, and you know, just those are things. And sometimes sometimes he can be hit or miss as far as when he fights. Now, this is his first fight. This is his first fight at 160. It's at a catch weight of 159. And it's crazy how I'm hearing so many people talk about they don't like how he's ruining the sport and how he has these diva demands. And I'm like, where the fuck were you bitches when Pacquiao was catch weighting himself to glory? No issue there. But let me guess, it's all right. I don't see any issue. My thing is, I've always felt this way: either punish everybody for something or turn a blind eye to it. If you're going to allow everybody, for instance, if you're a supervisor and you're going to allow everybody, if you're going to let one or two people come in late all the time, you can't get mad when another person come in and try to hold them accountable when you allow people to do it. You either be right one way or no way at all. And that's how I feel. Since we allow fighters to fight at catch weights to win titles, I don't see an issue with it when another fighter wants to fight you at a catch weight for your title. Either we gonna eliminate it all, or we're going to allow it. One or the other. So am I against catch weights for titles? Absolutely. But if you're going to allow people to fight at them for titles, then don't get mad when a fighter wants to do it. And that's what's happening. He's fighting at a catch weight. Sergio Martinez, to be honest with you, a lot of people consider him a great. See, I think the word great gets thrown around too much in boxing. Greatness is something you have to achieve. It's something you have to do. Far as you got to do something extraordinary. That makes you great. Something special. Not a here today, gone tomorrow. Not you're hot for a season and then you're out of there. I mean, you have to do something great, period. Not a big fan of Pacquiao, but I would consider him legendary and great for what he's done in the sport. Mayweather has done great things in the sport. Tommy Hearns, great things in the sport. These are things that make you great. Roy Jones has done things great. James Toney has done things great. Oscar De La Hoya has done things great. These are things that great. When you compare the greatness to what Sergio has done, you simply can't. He's not a great fighter. He's a very good fighter at his best, but he hasn't really, in my opinion, done anything great. And let's look at, his fights. Most of the fighters that he fight were smaller 154-pounders moving up to middleweight. So he had the weight advantage. Now, don't get it wrong. Sergio is a small middleweight, but the reality is Sergey Denjuric, or whatever his name was, he was a 154-pounder. Most of the fighters he fought 154-pounders. Paul Williams, probably a 154-pounder, maybe. He's a weird. I don't know what fucking weight he is, because he's just a weird freak of nature. I don't know. But just generally, he's fighting smaller guys. He gets knocked down a lot. He'll put on a dominating performance and then get knocked down. And so it kind of it's like, I don't know. It's just, it kind of taints your victory. You just put on a great performance and you got knocked down. And that's what he did against Chavez. To me, Chavez was probably his best performance, but that's because of who he was fighting. Chavez is not the most skilled boxer, in the world. Miguel Cotto will be the best fighter he's ever faced. Like it or not, you guys, Cotto will be the best fighter he's ever faced. This is something legendary for Cotto. This is something he's doing to cement his legacy he's already a Hall of Famer, but this is something he's doing to cement his legacy. So this is legendary for Cotto, but it's not really legendary for Martinez. I think this fight is a lot closer. Let me get into the fight because I'm already 7 minutes into the video. I think this fight is a lot closer than what people are going to expect and what people believe. I do not believe Sergio is going to blow out Miguel Cotto. I believe Miguel Cotto has the better jab. Sergio is the bigger man, and he has a longer jab, but he doesn't have the better jab. He doesn't have the better tools, in my opinion. And when it comes to this fight, I believe Miguel Cotto has the better tool set, the better tool, everything. He has the better left hook. He has a better left hook. Sergio can kind of smack his left hook, and it looks very amateurish. If you know what I'm talking about, he kind of just slaps it, and it just looks terrible. He has a good jab, but again, it's like I give you credit, but I got to take it right back. He throws a good jab, but sometimes he can be lazy with it, and then sometimes when he does snap it out there, he drops it. He cannot do that with Cotto. He can't snap that jab out there and then drop his hand and not bring it back up to guard. He doesn't have the timing. I don't think he's going to be faster like people think. I just genuinely don't. I don't think he's going to be faster. He's going to be the better mover. He's going to be more athletic. Sergio's not a volume puncher. He's kind of a 1-2-3 punch, and then he stops so he can reset again to throw another 3-punch combination. That's pretty much what he does. 2 and 3 punch combinations. I feel like Miguel Cotto keys to victory to this fight is his jab. Make the fight close. Keep close to him. Miguel Cotto can punch. A lot of people don't give him credit for that, but he can punch. And in my opinion, not to stray away from this, but in my opinion, and if you look at the numbers, and I know some people don't look at CompuBox because people don't like CompuBox when it disproves their point. But against Mayweather, look at the numbers. He did real well at nullifying Mayweather's lead right hand, taking it away from him. He did very well with that. Look at the numbers, and you can see how Cotto was able to neutralize a lot of Floyd's asset. I mean, his tools. I believe he actually, I gave him I think it was either the 6th round against Mayweather where I felt he completely dominated Mayweather, and that's not common. That's not often to me where I see a fighter dominated, but that round he dominated Floyd. He's had the best round against Floyd. Castile came the closest to beating Floyd, and I think what's that guy's name? Maidana landed the most shots. But if you look at that, go back and watch the Cotto fight, you'll see how he was able to time Floyd. And that's what I think was giving Floyd the biggest issue, that timing. He was able to offset the timing. Floyd would set the timing and Cotto would change it. Floyd would change it again and Cotto would change it right back. They're playing a timing game. And that's what I think he's going to do with Martinez. He's going to stay close to Martinez. He can stay close and land good shots. He's going to do damage. Now, a lot of people say, well, Trout is one of those type of fighters. Trout one of those irritating fighters because Trout ain't trying to land no big shots. Trout is trying to tap you. Trout is the type of fighter that's annoying to fight, like a Corey Spinks in his prime, because they not trying to hurt you. They just trying to tap, 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 and get the fuck out of there. And it's an irritating because they won't fight you. Those are the type of fighters I say are not necessarily runners, but they're not fighters. They're just touching you, and that's why I can see why Trout gave Cotto problems, because he's difficult like that. Trout is not the same type of southpaw as Martinez. He's not. Martinez is going to try to stand in there and mix it up. He's not going to try to win a victory. He's going to try to mix it up, and he's going to try to land some big shots to hurt Miguel. I believe if Miguel allows Martinez to use his jab and stay on the outside, he's going to be in for a long night. But I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to use his movement, and he's going to go to the body, and I actually believe he's going to pull away with this fight. So to make it in short, I'm picking Miguel Cotto to win this fight via split decision. It's going to be a close fight, but I believe I believe Miguel Cotto has the tools to win it. And so I'm going with Miguel Cotto. True Boxing, rate, comment, subscribe. I'm out.